You know, every so often, a group comes along and just shatters expectations. Well, right now, a Filipino pop group is doing exactly that. They're making history, taking their incredible music all the way from the Philippines to one of the most famous stages on the planet. We're talking about BINI, and this is the story of their journey to Coachella.
And you know how it all started? It's pretty wild. It began with just one word. Coachella. That's it. That's the tweet. BNI's Johanna put it out there back in August 2024, with zero context. People saw it as, a dream, a manifestation. And now, well, that dream is officially a reality. All right, so let's get right to the massive news. It is official. The Filipino pop group BINI, who you might know as the nation's girl group, is confirmed for the Coachella 2026 lineup. Just wow.
And look, this is not just another gig. This is a huge deal, a massive milestone. Why? Because they are the very first homegrown all-Filipino pop group to ever make it onto the official Coachella roster. Let that sink in for a second. We're talking about a group formed in the Philippines, based in the Philippines, made up entirely of incredible Filipina artists.
So you're probably asking, when? Where? Okay, here are the details you need to know. The 8-member powerhouse will be performing on the opening days of the festival. That's April 10th and 17th, 2026, out in Indio, California. This is an absolutely massive moment, not just for the group, but for their amazing fan base, the Blooms.
Now, to really get a sense of just how big this is, you gotta look at who they're sharing the stage with. I mean, check this out. They're right there on the same poster as global superstars like Sabrina, Carpenter, Justin Bieber, and Karol G. And that's not all. They're also right alongside other huge Asian powerhouses, like the legendary K-pop group Big Bang and the global girl group Catzy. That is some serious company to be in.
So the big question is, how did they get here? How do you end up on a lineup with some of the biggest names in the world? Well, let me tell you, this was no lucky break. This was a journey fueled by years of nonstop hard work. And honestly, just an incredible belief in what they were doing.
It all goes back to that simple, almost prophetic tweet back in August 2024. Then, things really started to explode. They launched their BINI World Tour, which was just wildly successful. I mean, they were selling out venues everywhere and building this super passionate global fan base that went way beyond the Philippines. And then, bam, late 2025, the official announcement drops, and the stage is set for their historic performance in April 2026.
But here's a detail I absolutely love. The group's reaction to the news. In an interview, Sheena and Colette actually admitted that when they first saw the official lineup poster online, their first thought was that it was fake. They figured it was just a really well-made fan edit.
And honestly, can you blame them for thinking that? Get this, their management kept the whole thing a complete secret, even from the girls themselves. So they literally found out at the exact same time as the rest of the world, just by seeing the news break online. It's such a cool, charming detail that really shows you just how surreal and mind-blowing this moment must have been for them.
Okay, so this is where the story gets even bigger, because this achievement, it goes way beyond just BINI. This is a true watershed moment for an entire music genre, and really for an entire country's music industry.
So for anyone who might not be familiar, let's talk about P-pop. P-pop, or Pinoy pop, is the amazing contemporary pop music scene coming out of the Philippines. We're talking high-level production, super sharp choreography, and just insane vocal talent. And trust me, it's been gaining some serious momentum around the world lately. Now, it's really important to make a distinction here. We have seen incredible artists of Filipino heritage, like the brilliant Bieber grace the Coachella stage before. But what makes BINI's inclusion a specific, historic first is this. They are the first group formed, based, and operating entirely out of the Philippines to be on that roster. That's the game changer.
And that is why this matters so much. This isn't just a win for BINI. It's like a giant signal flare to the entire world that P-pop is a global force to be reckoned with. It basically kicks the door wide open for countless other amazing Filipino artists to follow in their footsteps onto the world's biggest stages.
So there you have it. From a single-word tweet to a history-making performance, BINI has proven what so many already knew. Filipino talent is absolutely world-class, and it leaves all of us with one really exciting question to think about. After they conquer the desert stage at Coachella, which global stage will P-pop take over next?